It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to February the 22nd of the year 2024 when the Nashville Predators were in LA to take on the Kings for the third and final time this regular season. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines in the following way: Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Trennan, Sissons, and Glass, Jankowski, Novak, Evangelista, Smith, McCarron, and Sherwood make up your fourth line. Your defensive pairings are Yossi and Fabro, McDonough and Shen, Luzon and Carrier. Same line, same D pairings since the beginning of this road trip. UC Saros gets the start in net in LA. We are 5:56. That's right, 5:56. The first 5 minutes of this game were very tightly played, very physical, a lot of between the face-off dots, but not much offensive zone time for either team. So we get to the 5:56 mark of the first period. That's where we find big save Dave Riddick coming up with a save on Ryan McDonough, plus the much better follow-up by Jankowski. That would be the first shot on goal of the game. Tight physical opening to this game. 6:57 of the first period. UC Saros now coming with a save on Kaliev's first save of the game. At 8:08 of the first period, it's Riddick coming with a save on Nyquist. At the 8:25 mark, it's Saros coming with a save on Lewis, plus the rebound bank shot attempt from below the goal line near the end wall. Slick play by Lewis did not catch Saros off guard or unaware. At the 8:47 mark, that's right, we went several minutes without anything happening, and just in the 8-minute mark, we've had so much action. At the 8:47 mark of the first period, it's Yakov Trennan getting his 9th goal of the season, getting the Nashville Predators on the board. The first goal of the game. It was the fake forehand and then the backhand finish into the empty net. Riddick was able to get the glove on it just a little bit, but only enough to help push it across the goal line. 1-0 in favor of the Nashville Predators. We cross over the halfway point of the first period, and we find at 10:59 of the first. The captain, Roman Yossi, is off to the box. 2 minutes for slashing is our first penalty of the game. The Nashville Predators penalty kill, certainly not the better PK unit in this game, but stepping up right here, not allowing a single shot on goal for the LA Kings. An excellent PK by the Nashville Predators at the 13:28 mark of the first period. It's Riddick coming with save on Forsberg after the defense for the Kings turns the puck over at 14:33 of the first period. It's Kempe and McCarron off to the box, 2 minutes each, 4-on-4. We would not see a single shot on goal. Again, more very tight checking hockey here between these two clubs. At the 17:44 mark of the first period, it is Smith off to the box, 2 minutes for high sticking. Saros on the continuation or on the play that the penalty was taken on comes up with the big time save on Lafreniere. Trennan then picks up a penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. Not the most ideal PK for the Nashville Predators. A 5-on-3 is created for the LA Kings for 1 minute and 1 second, and that's when, yes, former Nashville Predator Kevin Fiala is putting the puck into the net. A wrist shot from the high slot. He's able to walk in, pick his spot, pick his time, and then he unleashed a sick wrister for his 15th goal of the season, getting LA on the board, tying this game at 1 apiece. A strong PK by the Preds after that to close out the period. Now, not a lot of shots on goal, 1 goal apiece for each team. LA outshoots Nashville 6-5 in the first period. We go to the second period, and we are 1:17 into the second. We find Riddick coming with a save on Forsberg. The first shot on goal in the second came about 4 minutes faster than the first shot on goal in the first period. 1:57 in the second period. UC Saros coming with a save on Dowdy. 2:46 of the second period. Riddick coming with a save on Tommy Novak. 3:26 of the second period. UC Saros coming with a save on Roy. 3:30 mark. Saros comes with a save on Lewis right off the face-off right there. At the 4:10 mark, though, Lewis is off to the box, minutes for tripping, putting the Nashville Predators back on the power play. It's Riddick coming with a save on Forsberg, and the puck goes from the glove off of the post and out. That was the closest the Nashville Predators would come to a good scoring opportunity on that power play. At the 6:21 mark of the second period, it's UC Saros coming with a save on Kempe. At the 6:54 mark of the second period, it's Riddick coming up with a save on Michael McCarron. 7:56 into the second period, it's Riddick coming up with a save on Nyquist. Teams exchanging chances here towards the middle of the period. The 9:52 mark, Saros comes up with a save on Kempe, and then it is at 11:01. We're past the halfway point in this game when Riddick comes up with a save on the captain, Roman Yossi, at 14:46 after another couple of minutes of really tight checking between the circles. It's Mark Jankowski coming up with his second goal of the game. This was his type of game. He comes up with a poke of the loose puck through the 5-hole. Big save Dave couldn't find the puck, and it gets poked in by Jankowski, giving the Nashville Predators a 2-1 lead in this game. A great opportunity there for the Preds, and Jankowski pounced. 15:36 of the second period. It is Riddick coming up with a save on McCarron. At the 16:24 mark of the second period, it is Kevin Fiala coming with a penalty. 2 minutes for for tripping on Luzon in the offensive zone, but it would be UC Saros having to do the work. The LA Kings having the number one penalty kill unit in the league, also one of the most lethal when it comes to shorthanded goals in the league. Well, it is in fact UC Saros coming in with the shorthanded breakaway save on Lewis, and while Lewis is trying to jam away at the rebound, UC Saros is doing a good job of keeping that puck trapped against the body and keeping it held to get the whistle. But it is UC Saros having to do the heavy work as the LA Kings get the better of the scoring chances while they are shorthanded. The Nashville Predators power play unable to break through on the number one PK unit in the league. At the 19:28 mark of the second period, UC Saros, because with a save on Kempe, we go to the end of the second period after 40 minutes of regulation. Nashville Predators now out shooting LA 16-14. Shots on goal much more impressive in the second period. The Predators generate 11 after only 5 in the first period. The Kings end up with 14 after 2. That means they had 8 in the second period after only having 6 in the first period. We start the third period on the clean sheet, and we're only 18 seconds in. UC Saros already having to go to work in this one-goal game, coming with a save on Dano. 1:45 into the third period. UC Saros is coming with a save on Gavrikov. At the 3:17 mark, UC Saros is coming up with another save on Dano. We flip over and we go to the backside of the sheet, and we find the 3:46 mark of the third period. The next piece of action is when UC Saros comes up with a save on Roy. We go to the 4:14 mark, and it is Riddick coming up with a save on Yossi's Trickler. This wasn't much of a good scoring opportunity, much of a shot, but it at least broke the Kings' momentum for a couple of seconds, forcing Riddick to have to hold on to the puck there. 5:57 into the third period. It's UC Saros coming to save on Gavrikov. The rebound cleared by a D. It was left right there in front in the low slot area. Nashville Predators had multiple defenders in the area closing out bodies and clearing sticks, and most importantly, getting the puck out of there. We go all the way to the 10:47 mark of the third period now, and it's Riddick coming up with a save on Sherwood after the turnover by the D. Sherwood just picked that clearing attempt off right there in the middle of the ice, went straight to the net. Had a good scoring opportunity for the Nashville Predators. The Predators were very, very good and strong on forecheck and reading passes in this game, especially here in this portion of the third period. At the 11:54 mark of the third period, UC Saros coming with a save on Byfield's partial breakaway after the shot block turnover. It was Byfield yet again looking to make another highlight reel play. He's already had one against the Predators this year with a hell of a primary assist, and of course coming off of that highlight reel goal just the other night that you will see for the rest of the season, including probably the NHL award show. It's UC Saros stopping Byfield on the partial breakaway in this opportunity. 12:06 of the third period. It's Dano off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. The shots on goal over the course of this power play for the Nashville Predators would be 2 for the Los Angeles Kings and 0 for the Nashville Predators. That PK unit is number 1 for a reason. They are good in every single way you can be on a penalty kill. At the 14:08 mark of the third period, it's UC Saros coming with a save on Roy. At the 15:09 mark of the third period, UC Saros coming with a save on Kaliev off the rush. A good scoring opportunity there by the LA Kings. We go to the empty net scenario at the 16:34 mark of the third period. At 16:42, that's where Saros comes up with a 6-on-5 save against Byfield. 17 minutes of the third period. Sissons' 15th goal of the season, empty net goal. Somehow Colton Sissons goes bar down off the crossbar and into the empty net from all the way back in his own zone. That makes it 3-1 in favor of the Nashville Predators. At the 17:57 mark of the third period, UC Saros coming with a save on Kempe with the empty net scenario again at 19:02, and Saros comes with a save on Kevin Fiallen at 19:07 of the third period. It's Luzon coming up with another empty net goal all the way from down near his own goal line. His 6th goal of the season makes it 4-1 in favor of the Nashville Predators, and that is going to be your final in LA. The Nashville Predators win this game 4-1. LA outshoots Nashville 28-21. It was tight. It was a nail biter, and UC Saros had to come up with a bunch of incredibly important saves, especially when it comes to breakaways and partial breakaways for the LA Kings team. But the Nashville Predators find a way to go into LA and win a game that is of critical and significant importance in the wild card race for the Western Conference. And the Nashville Predators have now found a way to exceed expectations already by winning in St. Louis, Las Vegas, and now in Los Angeles on this road trip. The LA Kings being the most important game of this road trip because of the wild card implications. But the Nashville Predators have secured 6 out of 6 points and winning this game 4-1 in LA. We've got so much more to talk about when it comes to this game. Analysis, box score, and more coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast. That was was the Rebirth Sports Full Game Recap.